Okay, good morning everyone. Compiler. So we are discussing about the compilers. So in compiler design. So what is meant by compiler? Compiler is a program that takes the program written in high level language. Here we have written as in a source language. High level language is also called as in a source language and translates it into an equivalent program in target language that is called as in a low level language. High level languages can be understood by the human and target languages can be understood by the machines. So high level language compiler is a program which takes the source program and translates it into an equivalent target program. So here the compiler acts as a translator. Translator is used for to convert one format of the program into another format, another program. So here the source program means any program can have can be built in the source program, and the target program is called as a mission code and a relocatable object file. And here there is another one called as an error message. If any source program, if there are any errors, that will be given to the error messages in the compiler. So here there are two phases here. One is analysis phase and synthesis phase. There are two phases here. One is analysis phase and second one is synthesis phase. Later we will discuss about these two. So here compiler translate from the source language to a functional equivalent target language, typically the mission code of a particular mission or a mission independent virtual missions. So compilers for high level language programs are among the larger and more complex pieces of software. Original languages include Fortran, COBOL, Java, C, C++. So many are comes under this one. Compiler development helped in better programming language designs. Earlier development focused on synthesis, analysis, and optimization itself. Commercially, compilers are developed by very large software groups. So currently focus is in optimization and smart use of resources for modern risk architecture. That is the goal. Why do we study in a compilers? Generally background information for good software engineers. Increase understand of the logic, language semantics, seeing the mission code generated for language constructions helps understand performance issues for language. Next, teaches good language design. Next, a new design may need device specific languages. And next one is new business fields may need domain specific languages. So these are the applications of compiler technologies and tools. So first one is the processing XML and other to generate documents, codes, etc. Next one, processing domain specific and device specific languages. Next one, implementing a server that uses a protocol such as HTTP or IMAP. Next, lateral language processing, for example, spam filters, search. Next one, document comparison, summary generations. For all these are the application. Next, translating from hardware description languages to the semantics of the circuit. Next, automatic graph layout, extending an existing programming languages. So these are the application and other applications comes in addition to the development of compilers. The techniques used in compile design can be applicable to many problems in computer science. So technically used in lexical analyzers, can be used in text editors, information retrieval systems and pattern recognition programs. In ATFL also this comes under pattern recognition. We have discussed about the pattern recognition. Pattern recognition means how to set the passwords and all these comes under a pattern recognition. And next, techniques used in a parser can be used in a query processing system such as SQL. Next, many software having a complex front end may need techniques used in compilers design. Next, a symbolic equation solver which takes an equation as an input. That program should parse the given input equation. Most of the techniques used in compiler design can be used in natural language processing systems. So these are the major parts of the compiler. Already we have discussed about the two major parts of the compiler. One is analysis and the second one is synthesis phase. In analysis phase, An intermediate representation is created from the given source program. So these are the phases here. So lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer and semantic analyzer comes under the analysis of the phases. Analysis phase are the parts of this phase. In synthesis phase, the equivalent target program is created from this intermediate representation. So here the parts of this synthesis phase are intermediate code generator and code optimizer are the part of this phases. So these are the two major parts of the compiler. So major analysis phase acts as a front end and synthesis phase acts as a back end of the compiler. So back end of the compiler. So here we are going to discuss about the phases of the compiler. So the main phases of the compiler are source program. The source program mainly given to the lexical analyzer. Lexical analyzer translate this into a syntax analyzer. Syntax analyzer will translate this into a semantic analyzer. Semantic analyzer will translate this into an intermediate code, and intermediate code will be converted to a code optimizer, and code optimizer generates a code generator, and the code generator gets a target program. So each phase will be explained briefly. Each phase transforms the source program from one representation to another phase. So here the main source program is given. So what we have written the program, the program will be included with include files, and that program is called as a source program. We will write some of the program while compiling the program. The hash include files and all these will be included here. So that program is called as which included the files. That program is called as a source program. That source program, that entire source program is given to the lexical analyzer. So in lexical analyzer, what the analyzer will do, each phase transforms the source program from one representation to another representation, and they communicate with the error handlers, and they communicate with the symbol table also. So here in this phases of the compiler, the source program is given to the remaining phases of the compiler, and it communicates with the error handler. If we get any source program, if we get any errors in the source program, those are handled by the error handlers, and the remaining are given to the symbol table. So if there are any symbols or anything else, they are given to the symbols. So that is the phases of the compiler. So these phases will be communicated. These are the phases. So the phases of the compiler is like this. The process of the compilation is done in two phases. One is analysis phase and second one is synthesis phase. So analysis phase can be divided into three phases. One is lexical analysis, syntax analysis and semantic analysis. And the third one, synthesis phase. In synthesis phase, these three parts, that is intermediate code generator, code optimizer, code generator will be given to the synthesis phase. So then we'll get each phase can be transformed to the from one representation to another representation. So if we give our source program to the lexical analyzer, what the lexical analysis will do, it is always known as a linear analysis or scanning analysis. This is called as a linear analysis or scanning analysis. In this phase, the complete source program is scanned. The complete source program which is given by us is scanned. In this phase, the source program is read and it is broken into number of strings. Such strings are called as tokens. Such strings are called as tokens. A token is a sequence of character having a correct meaning. So that is will be discussed in the lexical analyzer. What the lexical analyzer will do? Lexical analyzer reads the source program character by character and returns the tokens of the source program and returns the tokens of the program. What is the token here? Token is in a sequence of character having a correct meaning, that is called as a token. A token describes the pattern of the character having some meaning in the source program, such as identifiers, operators, keywords, numbers, delimiters and so on. These all comes under a lexical analyzer. For example, if we have taken a New value is equal to old value plus 12. Okay. Tokens is equal to new value is an identifier here, and old value is an also an identifier, and this equal to symbol is an assignment operator, and old value is also an identifier, and plus is an add operator. Plus is an add operator, and 12 is in a number. So these are called as an tokens. Equal to next one, old value, new value, 12 are the numbers and identifiers. Equal to and plus are the operators here. Put the information about the identifiers into the symbol table. Regular expressions are used to describe the tokens. A deterministic finite automata can be used in implementation of lexical analyzer. In DFA, we have discussed about the DFA. DFA consists of 5 tuples, and in this can be used in the implementation of lexical analyzers.